A major media outlet is facing enormous backlash after deleting a series of horrifying tweets which seemed to normalize pedophilia. Yes, pedophilia. USA Today, straight as you can get, promoting an article originally titled "What the Public Keeps Getting Wrong About Pedophilia," arguing that the attraction to minors is, quote, misunderstood. Here's one of the tweets, quote, "When most of the public thinks of pedophilia, they assume it's synonymous with child sex abuse. A pedophile is an adult who is sexually attracted to children, but not all pedophiles act out, abuse kids. And some people who sexually abuse kids are not pedophiles." After all kinds of outrage and widespread disgust, USA Today decided to pull the entire tweet thread, saying that the tweet lacked context because the full article was unavailable because it was hiding behind a paywall. So, Greg, I hear you. Pedophilia was a thing in ancient Greece. Should we be kinder to misunderstood pedophiles?
No. How's that for an answer? What is it with the media and pedophilia? It's USA Today. USA Today. America's morning menu is now like a house organ for perverts. You got CNN is employing them. USA Today defends them. I understand trying to get the youth demo, but this is a little disgusting. By the way, Judge Janine made a great point on my show last night about this. This is all based on a lie that pedophiles seek understanding and treatment. They don't. They're perfectly happy exploiting your desire to help, and they're in no rush to reverse their deviant instincts. It's the opposite. They actually go to great lengths to plan and to seed their perversions. They put a lot of work into it. Just read about that CNN producer. He flew people in. You had to do some serious planning to sexually traffic teenage girls.
Dana, is this about that? Is this about pedophiles, or is this about the dangers of reckless tweeting?
Well, also, where's the editor? Right? Who thinks that in this time of COVID, apparently our democracy hangs in the balance, inflation, crime, that the most compelling issue for a limited space in a national newspaper is to run an op-ed about defending pedophiles? Honestly, and then there's Twitter, which is stupid, and they probably should not have their social media team doing Twitter about that. But also, when you're about to tweet something about defending pedophiles, think twice. It's okay not to tweet. It's okay, I would say.
It's okay to let it go. It's okay
USA
to let it go.
Today as well.
Jesse,
when you just one more thing.
Sorry, Dan.
When you're trying to make a point and you want to put an opinion editorial out there, USA Today is kind of the easy place to get it. It's harder to get it into the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, the Washington Post. But the most effective place you can put it is someplace like FoxNews.com with the kind of traffic we get.
Oh.
But we're not going to run your pedophile article. So don't even try
it. Right. I'm glad you added that. Now, assuming it's true that not all pedophiles, Jesse, are child sex abusers, is this an attempt to normalize dangerous behavior? What do you think?
Yeah, under the table. But, Geraldo, if you are physically attracted to something sexually, eventually you will do something in terms of action to act on those urges, right? Am I wrong, Geraldo? Whether it's pornography, which is not a victimless crime, whether it's watching pornography, child pornography, which is a crime, which is loitering.
I think you're probably right.
Right. Eventually in your life you will act on that. Right.
If you're lusting after a little child, there's really a screw loose.
It's only a matter of time.
Only a matter. Okay, Judge, do you feel that pedophiles deserve sympathy, or is this perilous? Is this dangerous?
What do you think? What do you think? All right, let me tell you this.
I'm the host. I'm asking you.
I am not a right-wing pundit. I am a person who's been in the trenches going after these pedophiles, animals, as I call them, who want to have sex with your children. They are devious. They are cunning. They know who to target. They know what kind of kid to target, maybe from a poor area where there's no father figure. And then they target them. They buy them things. They groom them. They get their allegiance, their friendship. Then they molest them. And then what they tell them is no one will believe them. I have convicted people who are the heads of corporations and teachers and priests and garbage collectors, as well as all kinds of doctors, lawyers. It doesn't matter. You can, till the cows come home, tell me that pedophiles don't act out. You're wrong. They act out every time we catch them. I've gotten them to go out and look for a child the night before they were going to be sentenced. They are animals. They destroy the lives of their victims. And this is all an attempt to normalize pedophilia. And it's a sick place that we are.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.